It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dublin. It's the Giants and the Shamrocks, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey. The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there in the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And the Shamrocks have struck first in this NFC title game. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. After 7-0 on ESPN. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. On the option left, it's Jones. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll roll all the way down to the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Waste of time. Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. McCaffrey running up the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brendan, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Shamrocks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And New York set to take the field. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Jones on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The final shot before break. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 29. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Campbell making the catch. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, hang on a second here because on that last play it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him and we will step aside. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down. Gano's
kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well, and the back's getting the ball, and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt. Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches. Purdy on the sneak, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 118 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here's Purdy. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, good move. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Out left and complete to Thornton. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Jones on 1st and 10. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Flush to his right. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. He connects with Hyatt. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back to throw again. That one finds Hyatt. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.